And so you're scooting around, basically decking yourself out with the nicest shit, mapping out New York City. And how does that like evolve next for you? Like at what point, I guess what comes after that phase of your life?
You know what? You know what I'm saying? It definitely creates a lot of, it gives you some visibility amongst your peers. You know what I'm saying? I think after a while, if you're the guy who's putting them on to a lot of things in terms of fashion or sharing your resources with them after these journeys that you take, I think that um, I think they value the sacrifice. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I
definitely.
hope so.
Yeah, no, that's definitely what happens, right? Because like
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
why you become known. Like
Yeah,
you become known because you're that guy that has the connect, or knows about the new shit. And people are
yeah,
like, "Yo, I need to know the guy that knows."
yeah. Or who sings this? Or yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Or when did this
So
drop?
you're
Where could
all,
we?
you're basically Wikipedia and Google before Wikipedia and Google.
You had
boom,
to. You had to be, bro.
yeah,
You had to memorize 40 telephone numbers. You know
facts.
what I'm saying? You
Nah,
couldn't
Yo,
I know
wild
about that.
you
phone
I
couldn't
do
numbers
know
rehearse
about that.
memorized.
I do know
you
about that.
couldn't rehearse what how you socialize with people. It's either live. You know what I'm saying? It's live. There's no I'm gonna send this girl this I'm gonna say this little slick remark to this girl. Or I'm a
Yeah,
DM.
nah,
None of that.
nah,
It's
none of that.
all live and direct.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
we
in the
got spoiled
moment.
with call waiting.
Yeah. if
You
you
know?
if you weren't quick with it and quick witted, it
Uh-huh.
was it was not it was not a good look for you. New York City is too fast and people talk fast, and if you don't know how to like just be able to get
Maneuver.
your shit off and maneuver, you're gonna get chewed up, you know?
Right.
Or the game's gonna pass you by.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You just kind of had to memorize a lot of stuff and shit. Write stuff down. You know what I mean. We actually had to do that.
In
Write down.
fact, I used to carry a little piece of paper with a bunch of phone numbers in it.
Yeah, for sure. Call it the Chictionary.
Ah, oh my
Nah, I think
gosh.
Will Smith. I think that was a Fresh Prince of Bel Air thing. You know what I'm saying? He had that down the Chictionary. It always stuck with me.
That's
But like,
amazing.
yeah, Rolodexes,
That sounds
Rolex,
like a terrible thing to get caught with if you don't want somebody to find that.
bro. You don't know the half, man. My kid's mother found phone numbers in the odd places, bro. Like the inside the sweatband of your hat. Like she caught me up one time, bro.
What the fuck?
Yo, when I
Was
did start having,
yo out of curiosity, was your baby mom's like Latin or some sort? Like
she's
was she
Latino.
like?
She's Puerto
Yeah, she
Rican
was
from the
Latina.
Bronx.
Yeah.
From the
Let me tell
Bronx.
you something. Latin women are fucking detectives, fam. They will find out. You could be the most saintly man, faithful saintly man, and they still don't trust you, and they're still gonna find something somewhere.
Find it. They gotta find it.
They're
I
gonna
wish.
find it.
And look, man, I'm a young man. I'm already a dad by 16 years old, and I'm active. I'm visible. Like girls are supposed to like me. I wish I can articulate this then, but I didn't know
Yeah.
how. You know what I mean? She catch me. She catch me. Fuck it.
That's amazing. So you're going through all of that. So I guess like what happens after the high school era, and do you start rapping? Do you at some point pick that up?
I did little. You know what I'm saying? I did little, schoolyard battles or lunchroom battles and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a young man. You may have heard of him. His name is Shaheen. He's a year older than me, but we happen to be from the same neighborhood. And this kid, he kicked my ass once. He kicked,
Yeah. I mean,
Shaheen smoked me. I was just rapping for the ladies and trying to be cute. This kid was already that guy. by 8th grade.
He was ready. He
He
wanted
was
it.
already like, spitting, you know, you know, uh, deep but comprehensible. You know what I'm saying? Relatable to, like, he had it. He was that guy, and he would just go through Staten Island, whooping a lot of people's asses, bro. Another person you might have heard of from Killer Army. His name is Killer Sin. You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
God. What? I was just telling somebody, that like Killer Sin is like the only non Wu Tang member of Wu Tang, like non-member of the actual group, right?
Yep.
Uh, but like member of the overall clan and shit. That like I really felt strongly should have like deserved a spot in the main group of Wu Tang. Like his flow was so wet and so like just like flawless that it was
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, he would have been like another like him and Inspector Deck and Method Man would have been just like karate chopping all sorts of fire flows over them fucking RZA beats.
But here's the funny thing about Killer Sin. You know what I'm saying? He was not, you know what I'm saying? He was not a social guy. You know what I'm saying? He
I
can
mean,
he
he
can write,
seemed
very creative guy, but he was not he was, you know what I'm saying, big, tall, hulking dude, you know what I'm saying? Great dude, but if he fuck with you, he fuck with you. If not, he would just kind of put that energy like, don't even approach me, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
great guy nonetheless. So Shaheem, Killer Sin, Don Pacino, also from Killer Army. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, these
You
are the
battled
guys.
them.
No, I didn't
Wow.
battle him. I battled Shaheem. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
Shaheem hooked me. By the time we're already in high school, you know what I'm saying, Wu Tang is on.
Yeah.
So, not being a big community, Staten Island, like, some of the Killer Army guys already have family ties to these members. You know what I'm saying, to the members of Wu Tang.
Yeah.
I didn't have none of that, or I have you, and I'm always working and doing my own thing. So I just didn't really flock to those circles. And I did my little raps in high school and stuff like that, and just kind of kept it moving. It would be later on, which I'm pretty sure we'll get into. That's when I kind of got back into hip hop.
That's fair.
Other than
So
that, for years, I would just be a fan and just keep up. You know what I mean, and just keep up. And I would go down the rabbit hole of hip hops. You go from B Street and you get all of your Notorious B.I.G.'s, your Junior Mafias, or your Cannabis freestyles. You get all of those first. But in
Beat Street
those,
is a store, not the movie.
right, in those bags that, in the bags of your Beat Streets and your Third and 149s, all of the places you would get mixtapes and mix CDs, they be dropping flyers. And I never really paid attention to those flyers. And those would be where all of your hip hop competitions, your battling competitions would be happening. And then I'd just be, you know, I'm in it for the music at the time. But one day I start reading the flyers, and there's this place up named Fat Beats. It's on West 4th. You know what I'm saying? It's on West 4th, 6th
West,
Avenue.
I don't know. When you list New York places, I'm like New
It's in
York
downtown
places.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Way easier for me to get to. You know what I'm saying? Way
Yeah,
easier for me to
downtown
get to
Manhattan
rather
is
than having to
close.
go all the way to the Bronx.
Yeah,
Okay.
downtown Manhattan is close to the Staten Island. The
Yeah,
Bronx is like the northernmost borough in New York City.
Right.
And
Staten Island's like
Staten Island, besides being a ferry ride away, is also kind of like the southernmost point of the
correct.
city.
Yeah. So, I hope I'm not skipping ahead. I'm just,
Nah, right? You're doing your thing. It's great.
Yeah,
but yeah, then I would go to Fat Beats, and then now it's not more. It's you still have commercial industry music available to you, but now it's more focused on your underground and your up and comers. You know what I'm saying, and how they're able to put their music out.
So you get to be involved in, or at least visiting the stores that ultimately are hosting a bunch of shit that goes on to be glorified later on through the annals of YouTube.
All of this stuff was happening right under my nose, man. A lot of this stuff was happening right under my nose. I'd get bits and pieces here, of it, and but yeah, man, I could have been at so much legendary stuff if I just applied the effort at the time.
Yeah, but life has us focused on whatever life has us focused on. At those times, I'm not sure where you were. I don't know what happened in that part of life. What were you up to during those phases?
I'm working.
You heard him. He said he was already he was a father. He was a father by 16. So that means he had to support a child, grow up real fast. When you either grow up real fast or you don't, like that's how it goes.
What compounded that is that by the time my son was 2 years old, his mother's mother died. So that all compounded, and you know what I mean. It's just kind of it made me grow up even quicker.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was just nothing but work, home life there. And then, I would just get my joys in. Being able to work, I'm able to support a family, and I'm able to still support my fashion habits. You know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff, and, get music where I wanted to get it. But, that was pretty much it for a lot of years, man, just kind of on that carousel.
And then, so what ends up getting you to, like, break off the carousel and get back into it?
What got me back into music? I was, it would be then around once I met, Pumpkinhead. You know what I'm saying? I met him through. Peace. Yeah, rest in peace, Pumpkinhead. Yeah, probably around 2007. I'm dating, the woman who is my wife now, and we're getting to know each other, and we're just going through all the formalities of dating and stuff like that. So it comes up in question, what kind of music do you listen to? And I'm like, oh well, I like a lot of R&B, I like hip hop, but I like a lot of underground hip hop. Like I don't like this the Hot 97 bullshit. Yeah. And she was like, okay, well, who do you listen to? I'm like, well, I don't know if you're gonna know him, but all right. So I start naming people. Brooklyn Academy comes up in that discussion, and in the middle of that discussion, she says, "Hold on," and she hops on the phone. And I'm like, all right, well, that's rude. And and she's like, hi, hey, Rob, somebody wants to talk to you. And she turns the phone, and the phone says Pumpkinhead going across it. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So it's like one of the guys that I love his music. You know what I'm saying? Like, these musicians help me get through life. You know what I mean? And she got him. Yeah. On, like, I was so impressed. You know what I'm saying? I was so impressed. So, me and him, chop it up briefly. He invites, both of us out to a battle rap competition, in Brooklyn. And I come down there, and I'm blown away. Guess who's the first battle rap? Guess what was the first rap battle I saw at that time? Holden Roy. I'll let you guess.
I gotta guess Pumpkinhead battled? I don't know. I have no idea.
Dutch Vega versus AKA.
Yeah. Yo, I destroyed that kid, yo. He never came back to the league after that.
Never came back. But that was... So, I had gotten, he said, yeah, go to YouTube and look this up. So I watched some of the battles and I enjoyed them. So, he invited us out. So I go down. I think this was like in Williamsburg where you battle him. It was in a bar.
Yeah.
And that was
a barn?
A bar.
Okay, I heard.
And you know what I'm saying? And there goes Dutch Vega, you know what I'm saying? First battle of the day versus AKA. He's all Yankeed out, Yankee everything.
Now,
Yankee
me, New
apparel.
York, baby.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was the first, the live battle rap YouTube battle I ever watched live was him. And me and him vibed immediately.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, I congratulated him, and he did his victory lap around everybody, giving him his props and his dap, and all of that stuff. And
I never thought about that. Now I'm picturing that.
It happened.
I mean, it depends, right? Like, there's some guys that are like kind of fucking weirdos. You know what I'm saying? And like they'll like leave right after, and they're like not sociable type of people. My fault for calling them weirdos. But like, I'm like a personable person. So like I'm like, what? Yo, she saw me destroy this guy, talking to anybody. I mean,
right. That's what happened. So a couple of months go down the line and a couple of more events happen. And PH and I, we got, we become friends. Like we're, you know what I'm saying? Like, we speak to each other often. He's a father as well. I'm a father. And, we kind of just, take it away from hip hop in a lot of our conversations. And, we built that bond on, a man level. So another battle rap
event, for God, B.
Where another battle rap event happens, and the battle that made me decide to do it was Cobra Kai versus Newborn.
Versus who?
Cobra Kai versus Newborn.
And at that time, I'm watching this battle. I'm sitting there like, yo, he's nice. I'm referring to Newborn. This guy, not so much. I can do this. So, so then I quietly, I put my name in the hat. And it just so happens, Pumpkinhead was living on Staten Island at the time. He's in the YMCA. He gets approached by another local battle rap freestyle legend on Staten Island. His name is Vici. And, that's how they set up the match. So the beginning of 2009 is a Grind Time East Coast event in Brooklyn. What was it? Southpaw in Park Slope, Brooklyn. The name of the venue was Southpaw. That's when I had my welcome back or / first YouTube, I guess documented battle versus Vici. And I would, I would 3-0 him respectfully. Yo, shouts to Vici, bro. Shouts to Vici.
Yeah,
I watched that battle. I was super. I like to go back to like the first ones that people do because it's super nifty to see it. But yeah, it's a good battle.
Yeah. And and I had been, I've been in the community ever since.
Yo, that was like who else battled that day? I think I battled. No, I might not have battled. Damn, it's just so many great memories back then.
D4 versus
like we'd be outside smoking together and just building camaraderie.
Yeah, C4 versus Just. Young Gaddis battled. I think she battled QB. Big Cannon versus Troy Brown. T Moneybags versus Lethal. And a couple other ones that I don't remember the main event for some reason.
But for real, that is an impeccably good memory.
Yeah. I try. No, not really. I did.
Nah, I
remember all of that.
I mean, it is
because
like
I'm
we do
selfish,
this a
so
bunch.
I barely remember anything.
And like
nobody
remembers like 6 battles on the card and list all these names. Like, hold on, I can get one more out of this. People are like, yeah, it was early on. I was drunk.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always like, after my battle, I'm drinking, so I'm forgetting everything.